Check, check. Check, check. All right, we are good to go. I have my guest, my bro, my co-host in the back. I will add him shortly. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and a blessed day. Remember, I love you, God loves you, Christ loves you. It's all about love today. It's all about love and wrestling. I'm going to interview him, and then we're going to talk about wrestling as the whole landscape, and then we're also going to talk about things that he's doing, his ventures, and things that he do outside of wrestling and things like that. So, it's a very good person. Before I go in and talk about that, I want to talk about everything that's going on wrestling wise around me and everything else. Uh, 2 weeks away, Now and Forever is the 12th anniversary premium live event for Now That's Wrestling. I am going against Mike Jerk for the Now That's Wrestling Championship. It's going to be great. You had the Wedding Crashers versus Ruthless Rage. You have Randy Fitzsimmons, who's the new now Mid Valley champion. You're going to see a lot of stuff. Salem Cranebrook, Tanner returns. Johnny CK's back. It's always a great thing. Preston Palmer and Jimothy. You see him. It's going to be a great show. You cannot miss it. Tickets are selling out fast. And when I say fast, I mean as soon as they got on sale at Winter Warfare, people were lined up. So first row sold out as soon as the show happened. So that's going to be dope. In March, there's Tough Luck by True Privilege Wrestling. It's March 4th. Oh, let me get rid of this banner real quick. All right. So it's March 4th. It's in Maywood, Illinois. Doors open at 6, bell time 7. It's 20 for general admission and it's 25 front row. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the companies. For Now That's Wrestling, we have Road to Honor. That's March 25th. That's back at the Dome in Neenah, Wisconsin. It's going to be a great show. You guys don't want to miss that. Next Wednesday is my final time teaching the word about love, teaching about love and everything like that. So we've been doing good at Kingdom Crusaders International Ministry. So if you have a church you want to listen to or follow us. God bless. The guest today is the CEO of the Yellow Pill Coffee Company. So we will have him up shortly. So we have a Twitter. We have Twitter now. So I'm going to show you guys the Twitter. I'm going to show you guys the link and everything. The link. Let's see. 1 second. Here we go. All right, we have it. If you're on Twitter, go just type in C3 Ultimate. You'll see the our champions. Then you'll also see C Red. So make sure you follow. We follow back. We at that number 8. So we got the flyer and everything like that. We're going to do a lot of promos. We're going to do a lot of things for Twitter, for social media. I'm trying to do a lot of things in the social media realm. I'm not big on Twitter, but I will be if it will promote the company the right way. Sometimes it's about who you know and all that. Also, check out our website for merchandise. If you guys want to buy some stuff, please buy some stuff to support the company, support the brand. It's on springtees.com. I'm about to show you guys that shortly. Yeah, just type in C3 Ultimate Wrestling. Go to springtee.com, C3 Ultimate Wrestling. We have shirts. I'd rather you guys get the adult shirt that's less than 20. The prices range for demand of what's being made and everything like that, but you can get a classic alpha shirt. These are pretty good. These sell pretty well, but it'd be nice, get that. I appreciate that, man. A lot of people like the shirt. They feel in the shirt. And if you just want to support the company, we have C3 Ultimate Wrestling. If you use Classic at checkout, you get free shipping. So you guys want that free shipping. The Classic, just type in Classic. You have a user code. You have a username. Free shipping. So thank you guys for everybody who's ordered and everything like that. Whew. Without further ado, let me set up everything. I am going to have my guest pull up on the scene right now. Put the screen up, and here we are. All right. Yo.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on, brother?
All right, all right. I'm all good, man. Been excited for this all day, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
Look,
Not
look,
even gonna lie.
looking forward to it. My wife warned me about being here on here all day because she know how we be. So,
Mm-hmm.
but before we go any further, tell everybody who you are and what you do. I know it, but what do just in case they're under a rock or they just woke up and they tired or they sleepy, let them know who you are.
I will wake up, everybody. My name is Kevin Young Sr. A lot of those know me as Yella. I am a streamer, podcaster, father, person, human, all around awesome being as well. But man, just here, I'm in these spaces. I'm trying to, find my way, maneuver my way, and I'm me, man. Y'all about to find out. So,
For sure, for
I
sure.
don't want to go into
He's
too
forgot
much.
one. He's forgot one. He's the host of the C3 Ultimate Wrestling events.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
oh yeah.
definitely
I I am your host of all C3 wrestling. I'm claiming now all
yeah,
C3 wrestling,
yeah, man.
ultimate
Yeah, I mean,
wrestling shows.
it's all right to be humble, but
So
let them know what you
yeah,
do, man.
yeah,
Let them
yeah.
know for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
For
I bring the energy. I keep everybody engaged, man. So
right,
so
right,
that's
right. So if you guys are on YouTube, on Twitch, or anything like that, if you see this, follow, subscribe. What do they send on Twitch? Bits or something like that? I don't know. It's
in the bits, in the
bits in the
cash app,
bits, cash
all
app,
in.
all that. So when you see this, subscribe, follow, listen. It's a lot of topics that need to be spoken about. A lot of people spend their own merit on what other people say. And sometimes you got to just sit back and think about stuff. You got to hear from other people's perspective as well. We're not always right and we're not always perfect and everything like that. And I think that some people just want to run with what they running with, and they could be definitely wrong, but they don't want to be wrong. They want to be right. So they'll try to make a lie the truth, and it never works. But
Oh, yeah.
we'll talk about that. Hot takes here. But oh shoot, I'm slipping. Since you are the host, you are hosting this event. 10, the show of all shows. June 10th, not Juneteenth, guys. Not June 19th, not Juneteenth. June 10th. 10th. June 10th. On the Square Sports Academy. It's an early show. A lot of stuff is coming to fruition. I'm already excited. It's going to be our biggest show. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite. They're $10 for adults on Eventbrite. There are $5 for kids on Eventbrite. The day of the show, they're going to be $15. So it's $5 more at the show. So get those tickets on Eventbrite. The sale ends the day before the show. So you guys want to definitely get those tickets that are on sale now. So, Mr. Young Senior, we talk about wrestling a lot, and you talk to people about wrestling, you interview people and things like that. And my wife, she's always like, man, you gotta interview Kev. You gotta interview Kev. And I'm like, I know, I will. So she's always been like, do it. I'm like, all right, cool, because we do the media thing for the show. I've had so much fun, especially with the last one with Press Start 2. We had the wrestlers allow themselves to be themselves and things like that. We promote things. We do things, different. It's not scripted or anything like that. People are saying how they feel about each other, other wrestlers, other companies and stuff like that. And it's so natural. So I appreciate you for that as well, because you have been interviewing wrestlers for a while. You've interviewed me, Just Amazing, Miles Mercer, C Red, Atlas. You've interviewed a lot of the guys who I booked for the show. So my thing is, especially on my wife's standpoint and mine, is that we want to show you love too. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that.
Thank you. And I appreciate it too, because I was having this feeling of, I guess, not being officially within the wrestling business. You know what I'm saying? And it took y'all to kind of reassure me, like, dude, you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you with us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it as like a family thing. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of started as me like wanting to just just talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, it's always cool to interact with the wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And
for sure.
it didn't grown into something completely different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't met not just wrestlers, but people that are like super awesome. You know what I'm saying? Between, like I said, between you know what I'm saying, Sensational Shay, you know what I'm saying, C-Red, regardless of how he act. You know what I'm saying? Miles to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been super solid, you know what I'm saying? Super helpful too, man. And just, you know what I'm saying, teaching me certain things, you know what I'm saying, trying to show me how things go. So
yeah, and like I said, you did a great job as a host because I didn't have a camera for the show, and Joseph recorded and you recorded on your Twitch stream and things like that. So you got, you had my back and everything, and you were a great host. We laughed when you was with your father that you act like wasn't your father and stuff like that, interviewing him and stuff like that. Like you get what I'm saying? Like you did a great job. And like you said, you said you was on the outside, but I was like, nah, bro, if you with us and you hosting and you promote, you doing this stuff, you part of it. And that's like one of the main things that we try to do with C3 is like, we try to make it, we all family. A lot of people have cliques and all of that stuff. I don't subscribe to that. You get what I'm saying? If y'all real, you real. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I appreciate everything that you continue to do. You promote, you support, you show up. You went to a show. Ain't nobody asked you to show up. You did it and everything. You said you had fun. So welcome to the family. You've been part of the family. If I had the thing that clap, whatever live tracks, I'd have it, but I don't. But real quick, couple questions since this is an interview. It starts off with the interview. What got you into wrestling?
Man, so I guess my earliest wrestling memory was my god brother had brought over some wrestling tapes.
Mm-hmm.
And the first match that I can remember watching was Hitman versus Bulldog in '92 at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that pretty much did it. And believe it or not, coming out of that match, I was a Bulldog fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I was enjoying the story and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And man, it was like it just picked up from that, man. Just the characters and watching it and being invested in it, bro. It's just it's been awesome ever since. I haven't been able to really like get away from it. You know how you have that lull where you like, all right,
Yeah. No, facts. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't really been able to get away from it. It's like it's just always been the constant. Something I can kind of go to.
Yeah, it's an addiction, bro. A good one. It's a good addiction. So because before I even started wrestling, I was watching it and stuff like that, and I never stopped. And then the fast forward, now I wrestle, and then you host the events and you interview and stuff like that. Just shows just like what God has for us sometimes. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, the tapes, man. The tapes was one of those things. British Bulldog, great wrestler. This dude was a powerhouse, but the way he used to chain and everything, it was a monster. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And to have a technical wizard like Brett or anybody, like even I seen like a thing with him and William Regal when they was in WCW. And I was just like, man, I could look at this for hours and not get bored, But that's dope. I remember one of the tapes we had when we was little, I believe it was uncensored. And one of the matches, I remember two matches so far from it. I remember Vincent and Stevie Ray. Vincent and Stevie Ray fighting for the leadership of the NWO, even though Hulk Hogan was still part. They was fighting, and when they fought, they went to the empty seats and fought. Like the chairs was like folded and on the ground, and they was fighting over there. I was like, bro, y'all showing that y'all didn't sell out. Like, what is you doing, yo? Like, stop.
So now from the promoter's point of view, you looking like, what are y'all doing?
Well, I know sometimes they do that because of the audio and the wiring and stuff like that, but bro, ain't no lot of wires that was going all past them empty seats. I remember that. And then I also remember the main event was Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair in a first blood cage match. And Ric Flair told the referee, if I bleed a little bit, don't say it's the end of the match, despite the fact it being the first blood match. The match was trash, by the way, but because Rick gonna bleed and Hogan gonna bleed and stuff. But yeah, that was like one of the tapes. But yeah, those tapes, the tape era was big back in the day, man. Now it's so convenient with YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, your own camera. You can blog, podcasting, and things like that. It's definitely different, and you can definitely put yourself out there a lot better. I do think that a lot of people go viral the good way and the bad way. So
in the bad way, yeah, man, because it was that experience of going to Blockbuster and going down to Wrestling Now and going to rent your tapes. Like, I can't tell you how many times I rented like
it froze. Hello?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see your the picture froze. Okay, I hear you now. All right. I think you good now.
Yeah, I'm freezing now. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I'm unfroze. I'm good?
Yeah, you good. You good. All right, now I cut off. All right, we're just having a little technical difficulty with working on with Kev. It could be my internet. It could be his internet. StreamYard be tripping, especially with Facebook, because Facebook is trying to do what StreamYard is doing. All right, we back.
Yeah, we back. StreamYard streaming. It's all good.
Well, it's not even that. Like I said, like Facebook, I hope I don't get canceled for this, but Facebook low-key is trying to like be how StreamYard is. And it's to the point to where I think StreamYard and Facebook is beefing because my older videos kind of get like flagged for the StreamYard songs that are playing. I'm like, it's from StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't play music anymore. I used to play music, but it's just like I got sick of that because I didn't want my account suspended. But so,
but no, I was just that you didn't get that instant gratification almost that you get from being a wrestling fan now. I said you had to get the experience of going to Blockbuster and going down that aisle and renting that video. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, mine was probably why was this always SummerSlam? I think it was the as bad as that match was, the Undertaker versus Undertaker match was just super dope.
Yeah.
Like now in hindsight, like it's like
it was trash. It was trash. But yeah, when I was younger, I was like, oh, there's two Undertakers. And then I get old. I watched it a couple months ago, and I was like, this ain't good, bro.
They really did this. They really did this. It's like they really did this. So it's yeah.
I mean, it was about as bad as Fake Kane. The May 19th Fake Kane with the mask and stuff. That was bad too. That they had to revisit it to try to see if they can do something with it. It was horrible. And the Fake Kane wasn't even as tall as the original Kane, so it didn't even make sense at all. But hey, what?
And they should have learned from the Undertaker thing. They should have learned from the Undertaker because what's his name? Look, me trying to be all smart and shit. What's his name? Brian Adams, or the dude who was there with him? Wasn't that who it was?
Brian Lee, I believe.
I
believe his name was Brian Lee. I believe it was Brian Lee. And he was actually good friends with The Undertaker. And
but they like this.
Yeah.
They like this and significantly like that.
Like you could definitely tell a difference. Yeah, it was Brian Lee. And yeah. But what is your favorite match ever? Like you would watch it a million times. If you wanted to say your girl is over or whatever like that, or somebody said, "Hey, convince me to watch wrestling," what is a match you will type in to make them a fan?
So let's see. If it was like a recent match, honestly, it would probably be Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn at Battleground, like 2016.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
That
Man, that's still one of.
That's when Sammy got his lick back, right?
Yeah. That's when he got his lick back. That's when he hit him with that haluva kick and caught him in the corner. After he fell out the corner, he caught him. He was just like,
yeah.
Because man, I mean, like the drama, the storytelling, out of just between them, and you seeing how it's translating now with them being involved. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
like that would probably be a newer match. Let's see, what would be like a older match? Something like that I probably grew up watching. Cause it's a lot of them. I would probably say, dude, it'll probably be something weird like the Royal Rumble or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm a fan of Royal Rumble. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
yeah. So it'll probably be like 95. It'll be like one of the trash ones too. Like people, it'd be like, because that was my favorite thing to watch. And seeing Shawn go from number one to win was like, that was it. So like if I had to show one, like, this is what we used to watch, and it's like, so yeah, that'll probably be it. I don't think it'll be nothing in the Attitude Era because.
Some of it aged kind of bad. Besides, like the larger than life characters, like some of the matches, some matches were good, and some was just like, man, we just like this because of this and that. I would show Undertaker and Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25. I would definitely. I'd be like, hey, if you want to be a wrestling fan, watch this one. Even the 26, I do like 25 a little better, but. I think 25 would have been a good one. Storyline wise, this Bloodline and Sami Zayn thing, I would have definitely had. They got WWE is smart. They put a list of like the history of everything, and they condensed it into like an hour on YouTube. So you get what I'm saying? Because they knew that this was like a piping hot storyline.
Yeah, this all time storyline. Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I got a comment. What's going on, Ron? Nice meeting you. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you again. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, StreamYard has been messing around, but we got it working. So I hope everything is going all right with you, sir. But the Royal Rumble, like usually I get myself excited for the Royal Rumble by watching like WWE. They keep showing like old ones and full matches and things like that. And they keep showing it. And one of my other out the big four, that's a favorite, is like Survivor Series. They kind of like fizzling away from the old school way of it, but it is what it is. So, favorite match. Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Of all time. No debates. Like, I give you two. Wrestler. Top two. Your top two.
my favorite wrestler. Man, I was like, okay. My favorite wrestler, like I would watch their matches. my least favorite wrestler. Okay. All right.
He said this, not me. Him. That's on him. Hey, I'm just interviewing today. I'm the interviewer. He said it. He said it.
But man, honestly, it'll probably be Rock, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was Team Rock, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anytime he appear, anytime he there, any match he was watching, I'm with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be number one. Number two, honestly, favorite from just like I liked everything. I like everything about their presentation is Kevin Owens.
Okay.
I just like everything about Kevin Owens' presentation. Like if I could see that setup, yeah, I would probably be like somewhere along that because it fits. You know, Kevin Owens fits. However, you know what I'm saying? Be the bad guy, be the good guy, be the in between guy. Either way, you're gonna get your ass whooped. So you know, excuse the language, but
no, you good.
You know
but like as far as like even like the Kevin Owens thing, and I'll even say like a Seth Rollins. I was just talking to my homie Drew, like how they can play almost any role and be believable in it and stuff like that. You know, Kevin Owens is a good one. You know, except I will say this about Kevin Owens. I did not like his run with the Universal title.
No.
I will say that. He was second fiddle to Jericho. So obviously Vince didn't think he was ready or something, but him and the title was second fiddle to Jericho in the list. But yeah, I do think that if you get this guy, and the thing was, he started in hot. He was the NXT champion. He beat John Cena. They had like 3 matches, and it was like very good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then Finn got hurt, and then they gave it to Kevin, and then it was just secondary to everything that Jericho was doing. But yeah, Owens is definitely one of those ones. And The Rock, I think a lot of us grew up looking at The Rock, wanting to be The Rock, acting like The Rock, and being excited for when The Rock did anything outside of the WWE because we just excited to see a wrestler just do something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, right. And it was like seeing part of the. It was like hearing the inside joke. You know what I'm saying? Out in the public. You know what I'm saying? Something you know about. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think that's like the community of wrestling. Is almost like music. It's like you find that underground artist, or you know your wrestler, your favorite wrestler, and when you see them blow up on a scale beyond where you found them, it's almost like, man, I knew about them first. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually a good comparison. Like I remember like The Rock being on like Star Trek and the Scorpion King, the movie, the Mummy, and all this other stuff. And it's just like some people liked how he looked. And I'm like, man, he free from what we look at. We look at this guy. This guy does this. You know, Stone Cold was doing some things. Undertaker was doing some things. Triple H. But it's just like, yeah, man, this is from our realm. So what y'all know about this person? Y'all know him as Dwayne Johnson. We know him as The Rock. Mm-hmm. Now he's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't like his show. But anyway.
We've been
oh, yeah, echo. You hear me? I think it was the double channel. It echoed. So
right, the remix. Can you hear
me? Yeah, man. I know he was a DJ, bro.
Yeah.
Say,
man, you know what I'm saying? I do it all, man. Look, y'all, you see me running around. I try to do it all.
Mixing and scratching, man. No. But yeah, as far as like the Rock, yeah, I see it. You know, I look at like some of his old stuff before he was writing on his arm, Kung Pao and all that. You know, he was one of the guys.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, that was kind of tough to watch, and a lot of people don't give credit to what Cena did and carrying The Rock in 2 matches, once in a lifetime and twice in a lifetime. But you know, and The Rock got hurt 2 times, and that's like the scary thing. It's like you feel like every time The Rock comes back to wrestle, he's going to hurt himself. So when he said he wasn't ready for this year, I was like, I understand, even though that sucks. He said, "What?"
He got hurt. I didn't know he got hurt last time.
Yeah, he won the first match. He hurt something, and then I think one of them was a hamstring, and then another one. I don't want to say he had a torn pec. He had something. He had to go in for surgery afterwards. So, you know, some people can't just go in and wrestle like that. You know, you got to be ready for that. So, but yeah. As far as The Rock is concerned, though, right now, I mean, hey, he's The Rock. That's how I feel about it. You know, I understand. I won't go that far because it is Black History Month. But I'm gonna leave it alone because we talked about it before. I made lives about it, and I talked about everything. And hey, some people feel a certain way, and then when we talk about Black WWE champions, somehow Mark Henry comes up and Booker T, who won the secondary world heavyweight title. I ain't going there today. I'm having a good day today. So.
I got you.
Now I'm just, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so who is a wrestler as a kid? Maybe we'll go to it as an adult, but who was a wrestler as a kid you couldn't stand? Like you just couldn't stand to see them on TV. You just wanted them to get knocked out. Who was it? Who was it?
My hate. Who did I hate? No, I was gonna say no.
We're not. We're not. They'll take the rest of the stream. We not. I promise we not. See, look. Hey, nah, we good. We good. Hey, we good, Atlas. OG, we good, OG, we good.
I'm gonna say I heard him win on that too. So.
We good, OG. We good.
Oh man,
we good.
Like one of those. We talking about like, you know what I'm saying? Made me hate him in a good way, or like get this fool off my TV.
Yeah, made you hate him. Like okay, both. How about both? We'll say both.
Man, I really like in hindsight, I'm looking at like heels and stuff like that, and like one of the people I hated was Bret Hart as a heel. I felt like he turned on me. I was like, you traitor. He was giving us glasses, and now you hate where we live. Like, what's wrong? Like for real, I did. That's what made me like. That's what made me start like. You know, everybody had that Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels kind of time, right? That's what started making me like Shawn Michaels. It was like, man, at least he's from here. You know what I'm saying? You hating on us. Like, for some reason, I just did that. You know what I'm saying? Simply because he was like, he was such a fan favorite. He was such a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? That, how you gonna do us? How you just gonna do us like that? So, but get off my TV.
Now you got a list, brother.
You got
a list of them, huh?
It's been a couple of them, and honestly, it's probably now. And this is where we're gonna get to my current stance of wrestling. Is
okay. We'll go. Yeah, we'll lead it. Well, we're going into it.
A lot of them is in man. I'm finna say a lot of them in AEW. Get AEW off my TV. Real. I was just gonna say.
Man, you gonna the whole company?
No,
you gonna throw? Nah, don't throw it. I mean, hey, it's your opinion, but no, they got some stuff. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I just can't throw it all away.
Throw the whole company away, man. I'm good, bro. At this point, get them off my TV, bro. Cause man, it's like,
see you waking up the monster. You waking up the beast. Don't do it.
I'm just saying. Look. I'm just saying. Bro. I'm just saying. Don't promise me nothing. Don't promise me nothing. Don't promise me change in the game. Don't promise me a new perspective of wrestling. Don't promise me none of that. They're basically giving us WWE. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be mad at it. I can't even be mad at Impact. You know why? Because Impact is over there trying. They're like, look, we just trying. We just trying.
They got a nice screen. It's a nice Titantron screen.
Nice ass screen.
And they pushing Savannah Evans. I'm a big fan of her, so shout out to her over there.
They just going about their business. They're not trying to compete. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking at it like that. So that's why
I'm like, it's about there. You can get it off my TV. Starting from the top. Starting from the top, bro. Chop them all down. It's probably like a handful of them over there that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't I can't really think of nobody like, you know what I'm saying, as far as when I was younger, because I didn't get it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now I see it like that. This is just, I mean, it's some people in WWE too, but I'm just looking at AEW as almost like y'all sold it. Y'all sold it. It was a window where they could have took off. And I feel like they blew it. So like
you think that they could get that back?
If they stop fighting each other, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, if they stop fighting each other, first of all, and then if they stop trying to roll all eras of wrestling into one, and that's what I'm noticing. Like, everybody covers some era of wrestling. Like, MJF is supposed to be the old school heel version of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You got the other 80% is supposed to be the new version of wrestling where a dive is every other move. Then you got the influx of all the legends who are supposed to be the like the rose-colored glasses version of wrestling. Mm-hmm. Like they got all these people, Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, you know what I'm saying? All these people who bring the nostalgia in, but it's not clicking. Mm-hmm. It's not.
I get what you're saying. I mean, my thing is this, like, and I've been vocal on like both major two companies. You know what I'm saying? I've been critical on that and stuff like that. And with like AEW, there are some things that I do like that they do, and then there's some things that just make me grunt. I grunt a lot watching AEW, and even with like WWE, like sometimes I watch stuff, I was like, okay, you know, try to say it the nice way. Now, with AEW, I will say this once again: I don't work for none of these companies. They don't do pay-per-views every month, so I guess what they try to do sometimes is they'll do stuff on live television. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it does not. You get what I'm saying? And I think one of the things is they do it so many times that it's like no longer special or whatever like that. You know, I'm a big fan of MJF. I'm a big fan of Starks. I'm a big fan of a lot of those guys and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, I wish they would have had like a better, you know, opportunity. Like some do. Like I think Starks held his own on the mic against MJF and stuff like that. And I thought that was pretty good. The thing with the MJF storyline that I like and don't like is that Daniel Bryan has to face other people to go against him. Now, I do know the thing is you're supposed to do that, but man, it was so like they've been doing that with MJF since AEW started. Cody did it, Wardlow did it, Jericho did it, not in the order. Now Bryan's doing it, and they're doing it so close to each other. And this is what, like their fourth year. But
this is becoming to be every MJF storyline is the loopholes that somebody got to jump through. It's supposed to be if he was the champion the whole time, that would make sense, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But essentially, you going through loopholes to just fight this dude for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how dislikable you are, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
there's no reason to fight you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do think that MJF is like. I know a lot of people turned on him. Like some people are like, hey, he's boring. And I'm like, no, this is what an epitome of a villain is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, he don't wrestle a lot. He shouldn't have to wrestle a lot. Like I think that a lot of companies spoil people to being like, hey, that they have to wrestle I mean, Roman doesn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Roman is damn near part-time. You know what I'm saying? And some people get mad at that. So it's just like, you know, I do understand. Like I look at both companies and I'm like, ugh. But I do understand. So Inya, shout out to Inya. She says, wouldn't it be easier to just merge egos. Somebody got to lose. Somebody got to lose.
Yeah.
Somebody got to drop a title. Somebody got to tap out. Somebody got to pass out, which I hate. I hate people just passing out because that's not special anymore. And so Alice says that's old school. Do you know how many hits Ric Flair put out? Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's just so many of them, though, man. There's so many of them, you know, or anything. Yeah. And it's like I like it, but man,
it started to make like I don't have a problem with MJF, but then it started to make everybody around him look bad. You know what I'm saying? These are the goons you got, and they can't stop nobody, right? These are the people you throw out there, and I get it. They supposed to be cannon fodder. You know what I'm saying? But it don't help them in the long run. Like, then it hurt everybody he was with when he was with the what's the group? The Tully? Was it Tully? Like the who's that? Who's the group he was with? That first group of people he was with. It was him, Wardlow, and like Shawn Spears, and was it somebody else?
The Pinnacle?
Yeah. Because it was FTR was in there too.
It was like the Pinnacle, but then they like they merged with the Inner Circle for a little bit, and
Yep. Whatever, bro.
Yep. That's another thing. Yeah, wrestlers been around for a long time. It's just that, you know, even when I talk to some of my friends and stuff like that, they say that they didn't know about stuff. They just knew what was on TV. So they didn't know other versions of wrestling. And since our Sean is here, make sure you guys subscribe to his YouTube channel and Twitch and everything he's doing. The man makes you think. Kev is a guest. Kawhi Bree's a guest. A lot of people are a guest. So make sure you subscribe to him. Hot's up here. So let's see. I got another comment. It says she said she met. Yep. It's definitely a lot of us.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to Enya because like that's why I was like this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Because people like Enya, Rashawn, Kawhi Bree, they're not close to being considered wrestling fans, right? But that's where I come in, is that I'm trying to link that gap with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, y'all, this over here, and y'all can get into this, and y'all can experience this too, because this is another form of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? This is another good watch. You know what I'm saying? People watch all that shit.
You promote what you believe in too, so that's also that's a good thing. You know, I think a lot of people be like, "No, it's just us in the bubble," and then that bubble's not going to increase. It's going to decrease. It's going to get worse because it's the same people, and people get tired of the same thing, even people in that bubble. So you do reach out to other people, and then maybe they like it, and then they'll be into it. Hey, I like this. I want to, look at this. I'll invest. I'll subscribe. I'll follow. I'll buy tickets. I'll buy merchandise and things like that. So,
because we've been doing like Rashawn. Me and Rashawn been doing GMO on 2K, and that ain't got him back in. That ain't got him back into it, and just him because it's wrestling, but it's not wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's the other aspect. It's the booking part. You know what I'm saying? Now he been beat me the last couple seasons. I ain't really feeling it. So I gotta go back to the drawing board.
He comments like on a lot of my stuff on the Take It Home podcast, and he'll be like, "Hey, I'm on the outside looking in here, but this is how I feel," and stuff like that. And his opinion is very valuable because sometimes he understands what I'm talking about or what other things I'm talking about, but he respects the business at the same time. He's just, so. Yeah,
and they enjoy the psychology too. Like they are like, that's what, like in the podcast sector and just the like the social commentary sector, I guess, that I'm in. We thinking a lot, so we have, we using a lot of psychology, you know what I'm saying, a lot of psychological terms, a lot of thinking, a lot of how the brain works and how it, perceives things. And man, if you get into wrestling and what wrestling really is, they ain't they ain't wrestling with each other. They wrestling with your brain.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking your brain and they power bombing. They take your brain and they DDTing it. You know what I'm saying? They super kicking your brain because what you seeing, you have no other choice but to believe it.
Yep.
You ain't no other choice but to believe it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because every part of it is psychological. You know what I'm saying? So what you see in the ring, you think is physical. But what you're really getting is a psychological entertainment. And that's that to us over there, and to me personally now, is the best part, the best experience of being in not only a wrestling fan, but involved in wrestling now.
Yeah, it's definitely a wonderful thing. And like sometimes people who I work with, who I consider friends and bros and stuff like that, they come to the shows to support and stuff like that. And they're like, man, I didn't know that it was this fun. Like this is pretty dope. When is the next one and things like that. And I've always said, like, especially being a promoter, the more who know, the more will show. More people will see it. Hey, WWE, the tickets, AEW, maybe the tickets might be expensive or something like that. And hey, maybe we can go somewhere local or whatever like that, where the fans can touch the wrestlers and buy merch and take pictures and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So many people love to be enamored with it. Like that's like the biggest thing in wrestling is like drawing emotion. So let's see. Enya says, I don't mind female wrestlers. I don't mind female wrestlers. Women wrestling has done a lot of things. It's great things with it. You have all women wrestling shows and everything. Now, the intergender part, I have some issues with. I will say that. I don't hate women. I went against my wife. I defeated my wife. But at the same time, there's still, I'm just saying, she don't have a red dead gun. But yeah, it's certain things that I like and certain things that I don't like. And I do understand most people are trying to make money and go viral and stuff like that with the content that they have. And I feel like more people compromise the business doing that because they want to make money and stuff like that. Oh, this person's very popular and stuff like that. Atlas says, Rashawn needs to come to the next show. He called me old. Hey, I got tickets for Rashawn if you want to come to the show. I got tickets, bro. I got tickets. He said, my brain receives Naomi and Bianca.
Right, yeah, he's definitely made it clear that they are definitely in his top two favorites. If you'd asked him them questions, that's definitely
for sure.
Two favorites.
Yeah, I said so. Nah, you good. This is what we do. Like, this is what we do. I just leave comments, leave questions, anything, and we'll do any. We'll cover it. Nah, I pinned her.
Just
Let's
but
not talk. Hey.
Right. It's one under the bridge. But
she did not submit. Wink, wink. I see where you going with this, sir. Let me get off of this. As a male, and some are like that. And this is the thing. I don't want to go into detail, but some are like that, and people get mad because people will be like, "Hey, if you go into that ring, as soon as that bell ring, you are a competitor. Nothing." And hey, yeah, she wrestles from time to time. She's the reason why I started wrestling. She kind of grew up in a wrestling family, if that makes sense. And that's how I got into wrestling as a wrestler. I was always into wrestling when I was a little kid and stuff because I'm from Texas, and wrestling is very big out there. My great-grandfather used to watch it, and when he watched it on his big TV with the booty on the back, y'all know them old school TVs that had the booty on the back with no flat screens. I was a fan. I was definitely a fan. With the oven knob to change the channel, all that. Mm-hmm. So Yeah, Arshawn is definitely a troublemaker. So I don't think she may be listening to the live upstairs. Love you, baby. I don't know, but
But no, it's just I don't know. As far as me though, with the female wrestlers, to be honest with you, um, I'm cool with it, man. Sometimes for me, depending on the presentation, of course, like I'm gonna be biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support the black female wrestler, so that's definitely one. Because that's just what I do. I end every show, every podcast with support a black wrestler. That's just
support a black wrestler. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Support a black wrestler. Find one, Google one, and one you buy a ticket, buy a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Or make a donation.
I don't know where that musket at. Well, we gonna leave it at that. But
no, I'm cool. I don't know. I'm cool with the intergender stuff because it's wrestling.
To me, it's just presentation, and some people do a great job, and some don't. Like I said, like when I went live last week with Shonda, we talked about a lot of people like the Goku and Vegeta aspect in Dragon Ball Z, the back and forth, and I'm like, me going against somebody half my size or whatever like that, and trying to make them seem like they're my equal in certain things, like it don't make sense. Even Rey Mysterio, he had to use his speed, his agility, and stuff like that. Like, could you imagine him German suplexing Brock Lesnar or the Big Show or anything, Paul White? Like, you imagine that, and then now women are doing it, like pile drivers, kicking out of kicks and punches. Like, there was a time where if a man struck a woman in wrestling, the woman was out for a long time and stuff like that, or a finisher and things. And then now it's just like, all right, falsies and all that extra stuff. So it's a way for it. You get what I'm saying? Some stuff is just trash. You get what I'm saying? But other ways, there's ways around it. There's things to make sense. And I think nowadays, so many people just want to be so viral. You get what I'm saying? Oh God. Hey, look. Get you some tickets to the next show. Get tickets. It's June 10th. June 10th. Get tickets.
Man, I'm recording that. We're gonna have to find a way.
We gotta do something. Oh, here goes a question.
One thing I know about wrestling is never say never. So maybe.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So, what is your favorite wrestling company to look at though? Like right now, like what is something like you gotta watch weekly, or if you can't because you got work or anything, you go on a DVR or you're gonna find it online or whatever. Like, what is one that you just cannot miss?
I mean, besides C3 Ultimate Wrestling,
yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? A company right now that just I gotta watch. Man, it really ain't one. It really ain't one. I'm kind of supporting where it's need be. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like the must see wrestling right now, like on TV, is definitely Bloodline. You know, the Bloodline scenario, but I have to think of some company. Who am I really watching right now? Oh, watching You're not gonna let that miss.
You're not letting Impact go.
I've been watching more New Japan. I've been watching more New Japan than I usually have. Yeah. I watched Wrestle Kingdom, and it was pretty good. And I've noticed that probably a couple weeks before that, and probably since then, I've been like, let me just check in on. Hey man, look, I'm not against Impact. Okay. I appreciate the hustle.
There you got sound. Okay.
Ain't no sound over there. All right, I figured. Yeah, I'm streaming. So
it's some kind of sound. Shout out to you, Breen. Everything that everybody continues to do in the chat. Well, yeah, I know a lot of people that are like huge fans of New Japan, and then like even when like the Forbidden Door pay-per-view happened, a lot of people eyes was glued to it, and they bought tickets and things like that. Like it sold out so quick, and like I was like, and I made a video about like AEW done great business because Chicago is going to show out for a wrestling show. So as soon as they said the Forbidden Door pay-per-view was going to be in Chicago, I already knew it was going to sell out. I already knew. And then it was just like, that's like smart marketing right there, because people wanted to see a clash or a styles clash, if you will, despite some people already coming in back and forth. But to have so many guys from New Japan come over to AEW and stuff like that and wrestle, that was a big thing. I enjoyed Forbidden Door more than Double or Nothing that year. It was pretty good, solid action. So.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds a little clearer now. He said,
"I'm good."
Yeah, you sound good. You sound clear. He said, "Yellow love him some Impact."
I mean, like I said, man, it ain't it. I don't have no problem with Impact, man. I'm okay with
Impact,
especially because I was watching that, so that's why I give him a look crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Impact was good at a point. I mean, I'm not saying like it's definitely downsized or whatever. So sometimes I do watch like some of their matches that they put on their YouTube page. But yeah, Impact was good, was very good at one point. And then they started booking the ex-WWE guys and gave them title matches and everything like that, and gave them all kind of stuff. And all the money got drained. Hogan and Eric Bischoff came over. They got rid of the 6-sided ring. Like, it was a lot of stuff. Dixie wanted to be a part of a storyline, and it was a lot, man. I was like, how do you let AJ Styles go? Like, how do you let him go? How do you let Samoa Joe go? Like, how do you let all of these guys go? One of the things they did do good.
That was the first piece, though.
Yeah. One of the things they did do good. Oh, okay. One of the things they did do good was showing that Bobby Lashley could go, and he was like a main eventer and walking destroyer and stuff like that. And it was, the beatdown gang, a clan or whatever with MVP, Kenny King, Samoa Joe, Low-Key. Yeah, it was some small stuff, but yeah, they definitely, I don't want to say fall from grace. To be fair, Alice, you are correct. You are very correct. The way they let that man look, I'm a Samoa Joe fan. A lot of people know this. I love looking at his old stuff. I love him when he went against Kenta Kobashi, when he went against Masawa. I love his old stuff. I love some of the stuff that he does now. But WWE literally brought this man back to beat Karrion Kross to win the NXT title for a third time, for him to vacate it and then get released. Come on, man. I hated that. And I want to say
that did dirty.
Yeah, and I want to say this: Samoa Joe can be on the mic with anybody. Do you remember that? What was it? A fatal 4-way, 5-way, or something with Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. I believe Mustafa Ali was in it, and Samoa Joe. He started bombing on him on promos and stuff like that. Like, he said something to Jeff Hardy, and Jeff said something. He said, "Hey, this is like an AA meeting. Sit down while the speaker's speaking or something." I was like, bro, hey, Joe was one of the ones. Joe, like, trust me, WWE has let go a lot of people, and I'm like, man, why did y'all do that? Y'all let Joe go. Y'all brought him back. Then y'all had him beat the guy. And I was like, all right, cool, right direction. Then y'all let him go. Said it might be injuries. I don't know, but I don't think you just let somebody like Joe just go like that. You just don't. You don't. I know that AEW's trying to find a footing with him, but yeah, you just don't let Joe go like that.
Nah. I'm finna say that's probably Samoa Joe is actually one of my favorite wrestling interactions so far. As being a wrestling fan, I went to Monday Night Raw, and it was in the back. It was the same thing when I went to SmackDown. Went to the back where the trucks is at, everybody coming out, cheering for whatever. So folks was coming up and signing autographs. It was like Lucha House Party was coming over there signing autographs. I think, the Raw roster was coming to sign. And Joe came out, and everybody like, Samoa Joe, hey, come on over. We trying to encourage him to come over. So this was like full-on FU kind of, Samoa Joe at the time. So he was throwing his stuff in the car. He looked back at us. He turned around, popped his jacket, started walking towards us, right? We went nuts. We go crazy, right? We go crazy because he walking towards us. Man, he took about 3 steps to us and was like, turned around, went back to his car, and pulled off. And I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? It was like, right. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
That's Samoan Joseph right there.
Right. Yeah. He Samoa Joe'd us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was like he was in the process. You know what I'm saying? We was included in how it went. And yeah, that was to me. So.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be like a lot of missed opportunities over there sometimes, And sometimes I hope they don't be like a wrestler having a bad attitude, but sometimes they just don't know what to do with people, And they bite off more than they can chew with certain things. A lot of people think that if Zayn doesn't beat Roman or anything like that, that they dropped the ball on that storyline. So,
yeah, I was listening to somebody talk about that, and they had put it in pretty good perspective. Like, it's turning into almost the Daniel Bryan situation from a couple years ago when it was supposed to be Batista and Orton in the main event, but then you had just Daniel Bryan organically then gained all this momentum. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, what do you do? How do you not have, bro? How do you not have Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns? Like, how do you not? Like, I'm just.
They may have him and Owens take the tag titles from the Usos.
Then that's a terrible mistake. I say the Usos need to lose next week. Matter of fact, tomorrow. They got a tag team. They need to lose next week. I mean, they need to lose tomorrow.
Yeah,
lose tomorrow.
I think they made. Well, we all know that WWE has made like a big investment in Cody. You get what I'm saying? And like even like what Cody and Paul said on Monday was pretty good. It was a pretty good promo and stuff like that. So I do think. Like everything with Sami, because like you said, people are comparing Sami's rise to popularity to Daniel Bryan. And then also talking about Kofi Kingston as well, because, Kofi wasn't meant to be in the Elimination Chamber. And he showed up and he showed out. So some people think that it'll be a triple threat. I personally don't want to see it as a triple threat. I personally don't. That's just me, though. I don't. But, if Cody is the one to dethrone Roman, I'm fine with it. I just don't think they're going to do it with Sami. If they do it with Sami, good for him and everything. I won't be upset. Some people like take it a little bit too far. Like, oh no, it has to happen because I wrote it down. And I'm the blood. I ain't like that.
Right.
I'm definitely not like that. But
it's gonna be. And that's the thing about it. That's the good thing about that scenario is that either way it's going to play out good. Like it's going to be some all-time type like unforgettable stuff that's going to happen. It's going to play out good. Like, and that's only and it's not even a situation of how do they make it happen. It's so many ways you can make it happen. There can't be a wrong way. like part of me, like a small part of me, want Jay to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Since it pretty much right, you know what I'm saying? I want Jay to beat him because that'll be the entire full circle story of the bloodline right there.
Yeah, Jay was killing it. Promo games, like he told Roman when they first was beefing, he was like, "I'm sick of people just looking at you saying you the breadwinner." But then when they look at me and my brother, it's like, which one is you? I was like, dang, that's dang, because you're a twin. Dang, like Jay's been doing great with acting and investing and stuff like that. And it's so believable because it looks personal and it may be personal. Like you gotta understand, like, you know what I'm saying? It may be on like a personal standpoint. You know, the Anoa'i are like one of the biggest wrestling families ever. So yeah. So yeah. But
so it's crazy. So yeah, it's I guess that's really must see right now. So I know I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. So
yeah, it's definitely like people definitely want to see it, and people are like showing online their family members who don't watch wrestling certain things. And they're like, "Oh, I want to see this. I gotta see this," and stuff like that. Let me see. I got a comment. Hold on. They got to keep them happy after what they did to us. So, yeah. Hey, she might come back though. Mercedes is out for right.
Go ahead, Trinity. Go ahead. Do your thing, girl. Get up there and live the best life. Look, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to her how they. You know, I'm gonna go there right now. Girl, live your best life. Do your thing. You ain't got to worry about no WWE. They ain't doing nothing but trying to hold you back. They ain't doing nothing but trying to hold you down. Go shine, girl. Shine.
Yeah,
please go blow somewhere else. Look, I'm with you. Look, go blow somewhere else. Please go somewhere. Please.
Yeah, they did it. They've been doing her dirty for the longest, and I've said this on previous lives. You know, she's very athletic. She can wrestle. She really created a character that everybody gets behind, and they copied and pasted it and put it for the pitch black match at Royal Rumble. Like the Feel the Glow, like
that was the only thing you could think of. Oh my god,
the Feel the Glow movement was so big because even like on her Instagram and stuff, how many people wear her stuff, the glow in the dark thing, the dancing, the lights, the outfits, like just natural. It wasn't somebody else's thing. You get what I'm saying? And they dropped. I mean, she's a 2-time women's champion, but one time she got injured, and then the second time she lost it to Natalya. So it was just like. That was when the SmackDown belt was being a hot potato to women. That's when like Carmella won it, Natalya won it, Alexa Bliss won it. It was just like a hot potato. It just, yeah, they really done Naomi wrong because I think Naomi can do a lot of things that even men can't even do. And to be as popular as she was, and I felt like they always try to water her popularity down. I always felt that. So if she don't come back, there's other stuff, you know. I don't know if she's going to go to Japan like Mercedes or anything like that, but there's definitely a lot of other avenues that she can go into. Does my dog agree? All right, before we head on out, I do want you to talk about before we head on out, I do want you to talk about your business, your brand, Yellow Pill Coffee Company. I want you to tell everybody and elaborate what it is about, what you talk about.
Man, Yellow Pill Coffee is the brand, man. It encompasses everything, right? I'm actually selling coffee, so if you do want to buy it, make sure you go to Shopify. I always want to say Spotify. Go to Shopify and just search Yellow Pill Coffee Company. It'll bring it up to you. You can see all the flavors that I got, everything like that. But man, it all started from a troll, man. I would love to tell y'all the story, but it's way too long. Let's just say it all started from a troll, man. And sometimes sometimes you gain inspiration from the craziest places. You know what I'm saying? And now this is pretty much this is pretty much how I'm known and how I'm connected. So it's Yellow Pill Coffee Company wherever you can find it. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, wherever. You know what I'm saying? So merch is available, coffee is available, good conversation is available. And you know what I'm saying? You might catch me in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning on Twitch, watching a movie, streaming. So just look, man, support a brother. Yeah. I don't ask much, but support a brother.
No, for sure. And I want to let people know that he's the reason. Kev is the reason why I'm on StreamYard and stuff like that. The setting up and stuff. I didn't know how to do any of this because he was doing this and with Yellow Pill and everything like that. And he would talk about a lot of subjects that I wanted to speak about. Masculinity, what a man is supposed to do, what a woman is supposed to do. Topics that people just have their own way and be stuck in their own ways. So sometimes I would be on the panel. It's been a while since I've been on the panel. I got to get back to that eventually, man. Because I used to work overnight. So I used to do the late night stuff. And as soon as I got off of work, I'm like, yep, I'm going straight on this one. I'm going straight on. We're going to talk about it. We talk for hours about things. I've met a lot of people, Candid Ann, Bree, Arshawn, 100 Watts, a lot of people. If I miss one, I'm sorry. It's all love. So, and my thing is, and I asked you, I was like, well, how do you do this StreamYard thing and how does it work? And you told me about subscriptions and everything. Like, so he's one of the reasons why I'm doing this and why the channel is growing. And that's why I got to sow a seed into my bro, because he's one of the reasons. And he also talks about issues that men really need to talk about, even to women, because a lot of people just want to debate. People want to fight. They don't want to understand. And I think with you have a lot of people on your channel from all kind of walks of life, and you're very patient. You don't be like, no. Like, you let them talk, and then you'll be like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
I want to make sure first. Like, I want you to get it all out. So I want you to get it all out so I can full on just drag you right now and just let it go. But just get it out first.
But you get what I'm saying. So many people straight like block somebody or cut them off or whatever. And then sometimes you agree, and then sometimes you say you have shortcomings with certain situations and things like that. And a lot of people who come on the channel and chat, they say things too and how they are. So that's always a big thing, to have a discussion to see if we can learn from something, or maybe we can learn about a person. Just because you disagree with something, it doesn't make you an enemy. And I think that you are a great example of that, because you have so many people that talk about certain things, life, spirituality, the isms with Arshawn and Kawhi Bree. Like, you be on there. Anything that they do, you're on their chat, you're talking to them, you see them playing games, you're with them. So you support so many people. So I also wanted to support you too and like show love. Like, even Arshawn, he's saying like you put him into Twitch. He would have quit if he ain't put him in the Twitch. So you get what I'm saying? So gotta give credit, respect, and acknowledge Kev. So he gonna get some coffee. If it's nasty, we gonna talk.
Hey, look, results may vary. I ain't guaranteed nothing. Results may vary. Can't control the palate.
It's I don't trust yellows. I'm married.
We are.
That's where that musket went. That's where that musket went. Because he said that. But like I said, subscribe, buy coffee, Shopify, buy coffee, buy merch, support this man. This man is a father. Great father, great person, great host, great everything. He has things that make you strike up a conversation. Same thing with Arshawn, Kawhi Bree. She talks a lot of things from different aspects. It's not always a battle. I'm like this because of ABCD. I can change because of this. You don't have to be stuck in your ways. So that's very important. So I want you guys to make sure you go on to YouTube, Yellow Pill Coffee Company. You shall see this logo anytime you see it. Subscribe, follow, donate. Buy coffee, buy merch. We do have a comments. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
See, if you want more of this, hey, I gotta if I go anywhere, I gotta shout out the squad though. Like, make sure y'all following Arshawn, make sure y'all following Kawhi Bree 123. You know what I'm saying? On everything.
Yeah, I definitely have to get her logo as well. So if you can send that to me, I'll start promoting that as well, because she show love over here and other things when you do the promos with the wrestlers and stuff. A lot of them are very invested, especially Arshawn. Like, he got to come to the show. Show up in June.
I like how it's just two different platforms too. They're not even in the same chat.
One on Facebook, the other one's on YouTube. But now that's a good thing about StreamYard.
That's probably the best.
Yes. Yeah, you are awesome content creator. Y'all are awesome. Yeah, it's a good thing. Like I said, I just try to, from my standpoint, I wrestle, and there's certain things I don't like, but then there's also certain things that we should encourage each other and stuff like that. And we should talk about certain things. Like you said, when you do with relationships and stuff like that, I do it with wrestling sometimes. And sometimes my take isn't perfect, and sometimes I'm stuck in my ways as well. You know what I'm saying? But I started on Facebook Live because I didn't know about StreamYard. I used to just have my phone, my old phone, literally just have it on the edge or something, and then just talk. And then everybody's like, hey, man, this is good. This is good. Hey, man, I listened to you live, and I learned so much from Atlas, from Willie, from C-Red, OGs, learning trees and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, hey, these people were part of when I started or when I was coming up and stuff like that. So I've always wanted to have a platform to where not only the younger guys could talk, but like the learning trees as well, because you don't see them a lot in the locker rooms no more, because they see that the business isn't as good and as great as it should be, because it's so exposed, because people just want to do anything. They don't want to go by rules. They don't want to do certain things like that. But when you go to C3, you're going to see a mix of a lot of the stuff, and we're going to make a lot of sense with it. So,
man, for real. And I do want to, like, for real, I do want to give Atlas and C-Red like the biggest props, because they've been more than supportive in, like, just, you know what I'm saying, giving information, just talking like different perspectives. As far as for me personally, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember having, you know what I'm saying, conversations with Atlas on live and him explaining like certain aspects of why to do this and, you know, why to do that, man. And, like, he don't have to tell me that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time I wasn't even involved in it like that, but he was just being, if you ask him, he's willing to tell you. And
he's
then
willing,
like with,
right?
Yeah. And then like with C-Red, with the like with the commentary and the announcing, and him, you know what I'm saying, man, him opening that door for, like, it's like now I've noticed, like, he'll do something to where it'll give me the door to involve myself in it.
Yeah, good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's old school training too. Like, they were taught how to do everything. It wasn't like we just gonna go in the ring and just do moves all day. No, you got to learn how to talk. You got to learn how to project yourself. You got to make yourself seem presentable as a wrestler. It's not a lot of stuff that's out there like that now. People like, look at my Comic-Con gear and look at me flip a million times. So it's definitely different. You know, C-Red, he's been with us for C3 and been a brother of mine. We talk about God and a lot of stuff. We pray for each other for the longest. Atlas has been around when I was in PPW and things like that, and he knew my wife before I knew my wife and everything like that, with wrestling and with training and things like that. And to me, like, to have these guys as part of the company, I had issues with the ring. You guys know that. They helped. Hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Next time, do this and that and the other. I should have did this. I didn't take the criticism personally. I took it professionally, because I have a company to uphold. You know, we could have had extra stuff going on, but I didn't have things right. But they focus. They helped me focus. They ain't bashed me, say it was the worst thing ever. So that's one thing that I will always cherish from both of those guys. And then So Enya says, do you think wrestling could release negative energy for young people? Yes, because some people don't know how to shoot a basketball. You know, some people don't know how to throw a football, let alone kick it for yards. Some people don't know how to play chess. Some people don't know how to do certain things. And I think that, like, if you have something like wrestling, which we want to do, we want to train and everything like that in the future, I think more people will have an opportunity to release energy and stress and stuff like that. You know, some people may not be great boxers or MMA fighters and stuff like that, and they have a passion for it. I have a lot of people, they contact me, and it warms my heart that they say how much they want to wrestle and they want to do stuff. You get what I'm saying? It only sucks because I have to make sure everything is set up and all the cards and all my ducks in a row before I just go out and do anything. But I do think wrestling releases stress. That I come from a era for us practice was I was at every practice, and it was to the point to where if we couldn't do it in the building, we were setting it up in the trainer's backyard. It was only be like 2 or 3 of us. Like, that's just something that I wanted to do. I wanted to wrestle. I wanted to be the best wrestler. I wanted to practice. I wanted to do certain things, work on a whole bunch of things. So yes, I do think that for sure it can release negative energy. So Atlas G. All right, what's going on, Robert Brown? Shout out to you from Lafayette, Indiana. What's happening, brother? We about to close in a little bit. We just reading comments and stuff like that. I interviewed my bro, Kevin Young Sr. A lot of things going on. So will y'all be able to take y'all program into school campsites? I'm trying. I am trying. When we first started, me and my wife, we went to my son's middle school, basically. And we talked to them, and then we did a thing to where if the kids had A's and B's, they would get a free ticket to the show. You know what I'm saying? To award like good behavior and things like that. We did that. And then we had a show called Unsung Heroes. That show was a free show for kids, and the kids got free backpacks full of supplies and everything like that. And the last time my wife was here, she did say, like, if you guys know anything in the area that needs help with donation or bring awareness to certain things, let us know. Like, we try to do a lot of things for the community, but sometimes the community wants their hand in the cookie jar as well. Hey, pay us so y'all can give back, so it look like we are responsible for that. But when we do get our own facility, man, when we get our own stuff, it's going to be good because we do want to help the community, and we do want to serve. You know, that's why, like, our tickets aren't expensive and stuff like that. You know, some people go up on price. That's their prerogative. You get what I'm saying? But that's not something that we want to do. Atlas, don't start. Don't start, Atlas. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. And then after wrestling, you can have a nice cup of coffee. See? Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Right.
See? Yeah, I definitely want to show the positives in wrestling and how we can give back to the community and help. But like I said, when you try to do stuff for the community, sometimes people just want to act like they're a part of it, or they want it, or they see how big it is, then they want to try to do something their own thing, you know, trying to protect your own stuff, you know, ownership. That's like a big thing as well. You know, people want to take pictures and stuff, but they don't want to help set up, and they don't want to do certain things or whatever like that. So we definitely are big on trying to help the community and stuff like that. And we are definitely working on it. You know, we are just praying. We're thankful for the people that have helped. I have people who wrestle, who work for certain things. They say, well, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? They give me pointers and stuff like that. So it does work. So let's see. Yes, it will be difficult, but I do believe it can be done. Young people need it today. They have a lot of, yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of older men need to talk to these younger men, and the older women need to talk to these younger women. You know, but nowadays everybody has an opinion, and everybody's voice needs to be heard. There's no reverence. Boy, it is about to turn into yellow pill. But
yeah, I got that effect, man. It's like osmosis, you know what I'm saying?
There's no reverence and stuff like that. You know, if an old person is telling you something, you know, you should be quiet and respect what they're saying. But now it's like, nah, I gotta say my stuff. I gotta say my piece and stuff like that. Not hearing why you were wrong, but just because you want to debate and stuff like that, because maybe the person that brought you up who haven't brought you up makes you so defensive and stuff like that. And some people are very enabling, and enabling is a form of neglect as well. Let me get off of this. Arshawn said, people come for the glory, not the story. I like that. I think I'm going to use that for when I'm teaching on Wednesday. I think I'm going to use that. People come for the glory. That's pretty good, Arshawn.
Mm-hmm.
He said, C3 was about to,
right.
Yeah. No, I'm a deacon, so yeah, for sure. Yeah, we gotta go there. We gotta go there. I'm definitely a deacon.
He'll start rolling. Yeah, he'll start rolling.
Hey man, hey man, look, I'm trying. Hey, look, I'm trying to get a bump up, man. Y'all better stop playing with me. But yeah, I will say this though, real quick. I will be teaching on Wednesday, and we are talking about love at Kingdom Crusaders International Ministries. Pastor Jeffrey Mullins, he appointed me to speak on love for the month of February, so I will say that. Shout out to you, Pastor and First Lady. But yeah, I ain't trying
to. Do you post some of those? Like, do you record them?
Yeah, it's well, I do a live on the church page, and then when Pastor calls me, he says I do a great job. I actually have them. They're on my Facebook page. The one I did yesterday, it's on there. And the one I did last week, it's on there as well. So, so yeah, it's definitely. I just wait for my like I said, I just don't want to mislead or say things the wrong way. So pastor say, okay, well, this is a great job, and then I share it. Just trying to let the Lord use me. Classic deacon.
The classic deacon.
See, I was a wrestler before I was a deacon, right? So, he said, "Oh, my brother, testify." I'm gonna pass around the plate. All right, Brian said, "What's the name of the church page?" All right, I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna show it one more time. So, Kingdom Crusaders International Ministries, KCIM for short. But I'm gonna go back to these comments. But let's see. Say you're about to make me reinstall Facebook. Yeah, man. I know. Hey, look, I know social media is very, very toxic, and I know a lot of people who basically deactivate their pages and stuff because it can be toxic because people's opinions, videos, things that's not really like spiritually feeding you and stuff like that. So I definitely understand that. He said, just don't ask with the money. It's gone.
I promise you, bro. Only reason I still got Facebook is because of y'all. And I mean, like, what I'm saying? I go on there periodically to like check family, but the only reason I'm on there, like, for any reason, is for the wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Just keep making sure I'm advertising. I can't tell you last thing I post that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, something C3 related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If I wasn't like promoting a company with like a Take Home podcast with C3 and YouTube and the websites, I probably wouldn't be on it like that but it's for business. Because I was talking to Shonda the other day, and I was like, man, it's just a lot of stuff I unsubscribed to. I didn't want to watch. It's just nothing, just negative, just all kind of stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't care for it. So it's just like, I definitely understand. And social media can be very time consuming, and it can take away, it can be draining as well, especially if you're trying to prove a point. You'll refresh your page to look at the comments. You'll see who responded to you and everything. So, you say you should combine the wrestling with being a deacon, be a classic alpha deacon. Oh yeah, for sure. But Kev, he's the co-host when we do the media coverage. When we talk about our shows and everything like that, we get the wrestlers. We invite the wrestlers to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And like I said, we have so much fun. Like, no diss to any other company that does it. or try to do it, but nobody can do it like how we do it. It's natural. It's natural. People know what to do. They be on their stuff. That's the thing about being a professional wrestler and everything like that. I appreciate that, Arshawn. Appreciate that.
And the way we do it is so crazy. Like I'm gonna put the Twitch channel in the chat because what we do over here is one thing, right? You got the Take It Home podcast over here, and we do a lot of the promotional stuff. And like you said, I ain't seen nobody doing it like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But we got the we got the clean family version over here. But then if you want to see your favorite wrestler gritty and raw and uncensored, you come on over to our channel. You know what I'm saying? You come on over to my channel and you get to see your favorite wrestler probably in a way that you want to see him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
And it's real and uncut. And like you said, we don't and for as scripted as wrestling can be, ain't nothing scripted about what we do when we do this, man. And that's why I love it. It's so unpredictable. And to see how these guys and gals
the technical difficulties. He will definitely probably exit out and come back. But yeah, we're gonna when he comes back, we are gonna have like our final thoughts, Jerry Springer style. Can you hear me? All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I need to stop. I need to stop reading these comments, but it was fun.
Hey,
man, that lady, the musket lady, is upstairs. Said thoughts on the. I was a kid when I seen it. I remember my auntie being so upset because we bought like the originals. They had like the theme songs or whatever like that. No, it wasn't an anthology. It was one of those CDs, and his Deacon song came on, and we would play it, and my auntie would be upset. Now, we being kids, we didn't know because we was kids. Now I'm older and actually a Deacon. I definitely understand why she didn't like it because I think I probably like my kid was listening to it. Like even like the New Day. The New Day somewhat get a pass, but
yeah, right.
You get to see me be me, herbs and all for sure.
Yeah. My bad. It was getting too good. They hated it.
Stop, Arshawn, stop. But before we head on out, what are your final thoughts? What do you want to leave with the audience, with the crowd?
Wrestling is me. I've realized that I'm usually able to trace any life thing going on back to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta sell it. Sometimes you gotta show people that you hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to reach out to the crowd and ask for help.
That's a fact. Hulk Hogan did it.
You know?
No, for real.
Yeah, it's okay to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Sell it. Let the people know that you're hurting. If you're hurting, sell it, man. Because that's the only way people going to invest in you. That's the only way somebody going to be able to help you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way somebody going to be able to help you. So if I'm going to leave it with that, if I'm going to leave it with something, I'm going to leave it with that.
Okay. I appreciate you, sir. Yella. Thank you. We will always, when we do the interviews, I'm hitting you up. You're always free to interview anybody on the roster or anything. You don't even need my permission, bro. They their own people. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to his channels, his Twitch, his YouTube account. Buy some coffee, buy some merch. Come on, man. Help the man out. We all need some help sometime. So don't forget, you will see him and you will see me June 10th. You will see Atlas as well. At 10, the show of all shows. It will be dope. It will be great. It's going to be our biggest show. So make sure you guys get those tickets early. Make sure you get those early. Y'all got to stop commenting. Because I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude. I laughed when she got upset. Arshawn Fire. Thank you. God bless you, Inya, and everything like that. I hear like some of your input on Kev's channel and Arshawn's and everything like that, and I agree with a lot of people. A dime, yes, a dime. I agree with like a lot of things that you say. So God bless you. Not Juneteenth. Not. I'm gonna show it one more time, because if people call me Juneteenth and be like, I'm at the building, I'm gonna be like, no. 10. Let's say it like this. 10 is on the 10th. June 10th. 10 is on the 10th. June 10th. Not Juneteenth. Please don't show up. Don't show up Juneteenth. I'm not gonna be there. I might have to work. I think I do work, but still, I don't know. Still, don't show up June.
I'm gonna say it too. You might not want to be around that part of town, Juneteenth.
I'm saying that, man. But now June 10th, not Juneteenth. I'm gonna always say that. Once again, I want to thank Kev for being a special guest host. Thank you for hosting my events, promoting. Thank you for doing so much. I am gonna let him go. Thank you so much. I accept that. I'm gonna let him go. This is Chris Classic. Like I said, Yellow Pill Coffee Company. Support. This is Chris Classic, and let's take it home.